So our sensuality as women has been suppressed and shamed and kept in this little box tucked away for hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of years, for a long ass time. And the reason why this is because it's feared. People are afraid of women being fully liberated. And a woman who is connected to her sensuality and who is expressing that into the world unapologetically, she is a liberated woman. And the world fears liberated women. It fears women being in their full feminine power and truly connected to their bodies, because you know what happens when they are? A lot of the world structures would fall and fail, and the masculine would have to completely change how they operate. So this is why it is feared and shamed. Society would not be able to push the same things that they push on women. You know, they constantly push messages on us that our bodies are shameful, or we have to fix our bodies in some way in order to be worthy. They feed us these unattainable beauty standards and generally keep us disconnected from our bodies, and this allows them to control us. So once women connect fully back to their bodies and their sensuality, they can no longer be controlled, and they can no longer be sold these fake versions of sexuality and beauty, because they will know that all they have to do is connect to their bodies and be present with themselves and love themselves, and they don't need any of that stuff. So can you imagine how many businesses would fail if women were to own their sensuality? So that's the first reason. The second reason is that because most people are still disconnected from their own sensuality and their sexual energy, they are triggered by women who freely express their sensuality, because it makes them see that there is a part of themselves that they have shamed. So it's a projection. So when they see other women embracing that part of themselves so freely and being liberated and being unapologetic about it, it triggers something within them that they feel shameful for their own sensuality. So they then project that shame onto women who do express themselves fully, instead of just tapping into their own sensuality. Now, they may not know that it's a projection, but that is actually what's happening. If anybody shames you for embracing your sensuality, that shame that they're trying to throw on you is actually their own shame, their own shame that they feel for being disconnected from their own sensuality, because sensuality is a part of life for all of us. All women are sensual beings. And the third part of it is to do with the masculine. So the masculine has basically owned feminine sexuality for a long time. And this was also due to a lot of unconsciousness on both sides, and women not being aware of the sexual power that they have and of their sensual power. So if women were to come fully into their sensuality, then men would basically lose control, you know? And this is not all men, obviously, but it is unawakened men. And, you know, men who are awakened and have already tapped into their divine masculine will appreciate and love women in their sensuality, and they will understand that it's coming from this deeper place. But men who are not yet awakened may also be triggered by a woman who is expressing herself sensually, because essentially it takes away the perceived power that they thought they have over women, which is that their sensuality is for the masculine instead of it actually being for us and just an expression and extension of our being. And that, you know, we can tap into our sensuality and enjoy our sensuality without it having anything to do with the masculine. And, you know, if you go to any pole studio anywhere in the world, you can see that. You can see that for yourself. Women connecting to themselves and their sensuality and enjoying it, maybe looking in the mirror and doing it all just for them. So that's another reason that it is shamed, because the masculine still has not yet let go of this perceived ownership of female sensuality or sexuality. So again, they suppress it because they are fearful of fully liberated and sexually liberated women.